Hey guys, Loot Wizard here with another Soulforge video. This one's probably going to be a short one again. We don't have a whole lot going on, just that one event so far at the beginning of this week. We're going to check that out, check the new troop out. But before we do all of that, we're going to go to the Soulforge because that's kind of the highlight of these videos. And for weapons, there is one weapon that if you don't have it, you should craft it, and that is Earth's Fury. It's only 300 diamonds, and it is a really great weapon, especially for certain events. But it's great for PvP and explore all sorts of things, delves too, because it will eliminate all armor from an enemy. It'll deal some damage, then it gives all allies 2 attack boosted by armor eliminated. So this is a good weapon to use with Irongut because it will increase his attack, which we all know that once you get Iron attack to 100, you have the 100% chance to devour the enemy. So that's always good. So that's my recommendation for weapons. The rest of them really aren't that good. Moving on to troops, we'll go through the summoning stones really quick here. For blue, I don't see anything. Green. Sea Troll is good, but most people already have that. Greed is awesome for gold teams. So if you don't have that ascended to Mythic yet, you might want to grab some copies of that. For red, nothing there. Yellow, nope. Purple. Sunbird's good, but everybody probably has that by now. And finally for brown, well, Ragnagord is a very good mana generator for the mana cost, and it starts with 50% mana. If you trade it, it will explode 26 gems of a chosen color, which means you can pretty much guarantee a full board explosion with this guy right here. And sometimes he's hard to get. I remember on this main account that I use, I didn't get him until I was closer to level 1000. It just didn't drop for me for whatever reason. So yeah, if you're one of those people and you don't have this yet and you're like level 300 to 1000, somewhere in that range, you might want to spend a few summoning stones in brown to see if you can grab a copy. Alright, moving on to legendaries and mythics. For legendaries, we have Tesla, Artema, and Glaceon and Basilisk. Now Glaceon is really good, as well as Tesla. Tesla is really good all throughout the game, from low level to high level. Same thing can be said from Glaceon, although I think Glaceon is much better at mid to higher levels in the game. If you get Glaceon when you're much earlier, I don't think it will be quite as powerful, simply because if you don't trade it, then you won't be able to reduce damage from skulls by 65%, and that's going to help the survivability of this troop since it is creating doom skulls. But still a really powerful legendary troop. So I would say, it's a possibility. If you don't have Glaceon yet, and let's say you have King of Bloodhammer already, I would say pick up Glaceon. If you don't have it yet and you're like level 1000 or something, and for whatever reason Glaceon just hasn't dropped for you yet, there's a few legendary troops like that I do recommend grabbing. Now on to mythic troops. What we have in here is we have Sycorax, we have High King Irongut, we have Skady, and Doomclaw. And without a doubt, High King Irongut is the best mythic troop here to craft. And I would say the second best is probably Sycorax, and then Skady, and then finally in last place is Doomclaw. So, High King Irongut, one of the best mythics in the game, for the very important reason of it has a 100% devour chance once you get your attack to 100. Alright, so that's pretty much it for weapons and troops. Let's go ahead and move on here to the shop and pick up this new troop called Wardrock. So 400 glory, you also get 2 arcane lava trait stones. So if you do have classes or troops that need that, now's a good time to use your glory to get some extra trait stones. grab him. Then we're going to go over and grab Spoils of War. And what we're going to do now is check out the event, because there really isn't really anything else going on here. So we have another event starting in 6 days. So I guess there's only one going on for this week, if I'm reading this correctly. And what it looks like is it's centered around the orcs. So let's see. There's no weapon that I can see that's a part of this. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of tiers here. Get ourselves close to a medal. Or get a medal. 2 badges. This one should get us a medal, I think. Yep. Now the question is, what does this medal do for us? Is it skull damage? Is it spell? Okay, so it's 160% skull damage for all troops. So we're going to have to focus in on skull damage for what's going on here. So now that we got all that, let's see what kind of team we can create. The kingdom is Grosh Knock, which is very orc. Not my favorite troops in the game at all. So what we have here, yeah, there's 2 mythics, but these guys are not good at all. And they both do spell damage. They do not do skull damage. Garnock is going to be important because it's a mana generator, but it also makes all orcs start with 50% mana. But we're looking for troops that create skulls. And from just taking a glance here, it looks like there's not much of an option. We have Fist of Zorn, which converts all yellow gems to skulls. We're going to have to use that. Yeah. This might be somewhat useful because if an enemy dies, it summons 2 Fists of Zorn. So that might be something we need in there. Let's check out weapons. Okay. So it looks like the weapons are locked down to the kingdom. Mang, fortunately, is in here because it is a Grosh Knock weapon. Then we also have Earth's Fury, the one I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it's just unfortunate we don't have more weapons in here that actually create skulls. That's disappointing, but we could use Mang, or if you have the Doomed Codex, which I don't think many people do, but this thing actually does create a mix of 6 brown gems and skulls for every brown enemy. So if there is a brown enemy, it is going to create some skulls. So I don't know. We're probably just going to do something like this. Now, you could use Earth's Fury, and that would increase the attack of everything. Or you could use Mang. Mang is probably going to be your go-to weapon as things get much tougher. I guess we should do the Orc class because why not? We have a full Orc team. And I think we're going to go for red and brown. Orcs banner. This event really isn't too exciting to me because you only have like one troop that creates skulls. And like the damage is all based around skulls for the event. So it's kind of a weird, really weird event. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to suggest as a team. You know, it'd be nice if we had one of those other Doom weapons that created Doom Skulls. But yeah, it really sucks that we only have one troop for this kingdom that creates skulls. Like that's pretty lame. Let me go in and take a look one more time just to see if there's any other troops at all that create skulls. That one doesn't. That doesn't. Boosted by skulls, but create 8 red gems boosted by orc allies. Give 1 attack. I mean, that would be a good mana generator. Instead of Shade of Zorn maybe in there. Dark Song, no. Elf Eater, no. 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 How can you have an event based around skull damage and then there's only one troop that creates skulls? Like, what is that? Feels like there's no planning whatsoever for this event. Yeah, okay. So Fist of Zorn is your go-to to create skulls. And if you don't have Doomed Codex, you don't even have a weapon to create skulls. I don't know. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna say, man. Like the devs, man. I don't know what they're doing. Like that doesn't seem like a very good idea. Like there's way more spell damage being done by orcs than skulls, and they went with skulls. Really strange logic there. But anyway, Orb of Growth, disgusting. Anyway, this is the end of my Soulforge video, I guess, because there really isn't anything else going on. I guess there is a new campaign, but you guys pretty much know how I feel about this. I didn't even finish the other campaign yet. I don't even know if I can because it's over. So let's scroll all the way to the end here and see what troop they're going to give you for this one. Pharaoh Nefertani. Deal 33 damage to an enemy boosted by death-marked enemies, curse, and disease all enemies. Death mark a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Gain 50 bonus. What? This is actually a mythic? This doesn't seem powerful at all. This is way weaker than the last mythic. There's no way I'd spend $10 on this one. The other one, maybe, and I didn't even do it for that one. Weird. That's even more of a reason for me not to do the campaign this time around. So, there you go, guys. That's my thoughts on the Soulforge troops and the current event. Definitely High King, Irongut. Let's take a look at them real quick again. If you don't have High King, Irongut, now's the time to craft this guy. One of the best mythic troops in the game. Glaceon is an honorable mention, as well as Tesla for legendaries to possibly craft. So there you go, guys. That's my Soulforge video for this week. And I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.